internet tax was shelved. We're coming back to that.
Okay.
Remember that.
I got something else for knowledge too.
Good. All right, we got Jon Bones Jones. He's 16-1 versus Dan
H-Bob.
Hendo.
I like H-Bob.
Hollywood.
Fucking Morrow.
Danger.
Danger Dan.
Yeah, he's 29-8. Jones, 50% of his wins by KO, 31% by submission. Henderson, 45% by KO, 7% by submission in the odds from BetDSI. Henderson at plus 400, Jones at minus 600. What do you see going on? Yar.
All right, so it's no secret if you watch the show, I have not.
You've never picked Jones to win. And
Never.
You've been how successful in that career of picking against Jones?
Currently 0-for. Except
wait,
I did get a draw or whatever you call that one time.
yeah, that was a loss. It wasn't even a no contest.
Ah,
You got fucked on that.
I got one right.
I still will disagree.
Well,
No one can take credit for that one.
all right, fair enough. Uh-oh.
You all right?
I'm not
Blowing shit out?
I'm good.
All right.
I'm just trying to let some air flow. It's so hot.
I should have turned it on next week.
I rack my brain trying to think about how
Better than your balls.
Yes.
Go.
How is it possible
Oh.
racking balls like with a pool cue?
Yeah, you know the worst one I ever did? I was riding my 10-speed bike and I fucking locked the brakes off and slid right into the gearbox.
Oh God. I had a friend in college. One of his balls actually went up in. He had a skiing. What do you call that? When you're on the back of a boat with a rope.
Water skiing?
Water skiing accident. It's like
Yeah, the back of a boat, you know that thing?
It's like that game.
Jesus Christ, it's water skiing. What the fuck? That wasn't that hard.
That's so weird.
You're retarded? You drink yourself retarded? What the hell you're drinking? The Stiegels. Jesus Christ.
No.
Do you have retard? Should I make you bench press? You might have retard strength now, too.
No, I feel like
Fucking
sometimes
hell.
on the show, it's like that game, that old school game.
It
where the one
is.
person's
Every
saying-
fucking time we
Okay,
have
it's
this.
like a-
You know that guy?
On the back
I got
of the
this
boat.
rope.
Yes.
It's that
It
thing.
was a $100,000 pyramid. That's it.
Okay.
Right? Remember?
I would kick ass at that.
You would. Okay.
Something.
No, I'm
Go ahead.
trying to
Sorry.
think about how can Henderson win this fight because
Right. How can he?
Jones is so goddamn well-rounded as far as a fighter at this point, and he's been tested in every possible way with different styles and different fighters and different everything else. And the only thing that comes to mind, because I'm definitely not going to pick Jon Jones to win this fight, is
Jesus Christ.
come on, I gotta stick.
You
with my
gotta
guns.
stick with your guns.
So, I feel like Henderson is one of those guys that has, in the last 10 years, with a little bit of pharmaceutical help, obviously.
He's 41. There's nothing wrong with pharmaceutical help.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
I have to throw it out there.
Sure.
I know there are those who will bring that up. I feel like he's potentially making a case for him being one of the greatest mixed martial artists possibly in history ever. And he's been doing it slightly under the radar. Fedor. I mean, he's finished some of the top guys in the game, and he's been out of every fight, and he somehow makes it happen. He takes punches. I mean, the Anderson Silva thing still escapes him. He'll probably never get that one back. But it.
That was that 185 thing. It's like him and Shields.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. He should just fight.
205 is his weight class at this
205
age.
and heavyweight is
Yeah.
where he should
Yep.
fight. He's just scrappy as fuck. He's got a chin. I mean, Jon Jones, I know he's tough, but I feel like no one's really still tested his chin. I think Machida was on the way, and then unfortunately he caught an elbow, which ended that fight. So
Rashad caught him with a good head kick.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So it just seems like a lot of guys I read about, people commenting on Dan Henderson sparring, whenever professionals who say you have no idea how hard this guy hits until he actually hits you. Even though it's a right hand and you know it's coming, it's like you can't game plan for it because he's so unusual with his little monkey style or whatever. I don't even know what you call
it's
it.
like he's like stalking you, and then he'll throw that inside leg kick to kind of stick you, and then
boom,
clip you.
I wonder if that's how he gets his range, kind of figure out where you're at.
Like Michael Bisping, what's up? you
Yeah,
know? And then you get the forearm shiver for the cherry on top of that fucking shit sundae.
That would be crazy. I wonder if he would do that to Jones if he knocked him
Well,
out.
he's talking a little yin-yang to him.
Well,
Could be.
Here's the thing. Jones,
Go.
I think he may already be in Jones's head because Dan is one of those guys. He doesn't talk shit like crazy, but he has that old school shit talking thing going on. And Jones may be a little bit worried about his power, maybe not. But Henderson is tough, and he's got a big right hand. And I feel like his cardio was proven in the last fight with Shogun.
I don't know if it was proven. I thought it failed him because
Well,
I thought the first two
You
rounds
five
were
rounds?
first 2 rounds were good, but again, Shogun's cardio is not stellar
Two
either.
tired guys just brawling.
But it was like heart versus heart in like rounds 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
And he had gotten himself enough of a lead in the first 2.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's the way Jones wins this fight. He's going to have to out-young the old man, I think.
How old is he? He's 25 versus 41.
Yeah.
Could be his daddy. I'm just saying, he could be.
I'm not going to say anything. I'll leave that. Let that sit.
All right. And that doesn't mean pimp. It just means big daddy.
I was going to go there. So
Okay.
I let it go.
Fair enough.
No, I think that's how Jones can do it, but I just feel like Henderson, I don't know, it's going to be some kind of magic again, like Fedor. I know you think I'm nuts. People are like, oh, yeah, like Ingo's picking against Jon Jones.
Again.
I don't like the fact that the guy is out there talking all this nonsense and then he gets busted for DUI, which is exactly what he said he was going to not do.
Well, while you're mentioning it, I got to say that as I was doing the research for this fight, and I go to the SureDog website, I get hit up right away with a pop-up survey like, how often do you think drunk drivers get pulled over when I'm on the Jon Jones fight page?
Nice.
And the background of that page also says, there's an ad that says, drive sober or get pulled over. Like, Jesus Christ, are they drilling them?
It's crazy.
Fucking hell. But proceed.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like Henderson can do it. I think Henderson, okay, Jon Jones likes to fight long, and he stays the distance, uses his kicks and things.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be able to take him down so easy. I think Henderson's got a good right hand. If he uses that range that he likes to do, and it just takes one clean one on the chin, I think can put the champ down. So I feel like Dan can do it. I'm going to pick a first round knockout because I feel like if it goes longer than that, he's in big trouble. So I think he's going to have to come out guns blazing and pass the second round. Jon Jones, I think, which is probably why the odds are so much in his favor. People think the fight's going to go longer, but I think I'm taking Hendo via knockout, first round, maybe 3 minutes ish, and it's probably crazy. So
it's MMA. Anything can happen. It's like one small mistake, and we're in a weight class where that mistake can knock you the fuck out. It's not like you're looking at the 35ers and you can get away with some shit, but man, it's like, again, it's always for me, it's like, how can Jon Jones get beat? You never seen him on his back. Never. No one has put him on his back.
You think Dan will try to do that?
Well, the thing about Henderson is he said, too, he's not going to try to land the H-bomb. He just wants to, outpoint him. Like, yeah, right, okay. Like, that's what works for you. Like, but with Jon Jones, the thing that I've said that can beat him is just getting too cocky, letting his head get too big. And, yes, we've had the DUI or DWI. We wreck our fucking Bentley. We get this Nike fucking sponsorship. What else is going on? Oh, he's getting into a war of words with Chael Sonnen on Twitter. That's not fucking smart right before your fight with Dan Henderson, but it's kind of smart because it's also setting up a fight between Sonnen and Jones if Jones happens to win this fight.
I'd like to see that, actually.
And
Sonnen looks good at 205.
Yeah, and Sonnen could actually beat him. I will pick Sonnen in that fight.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying, but so it is dumb and smart at the same time, if that makes sense. But I want to read the one tweet that Chael said to him. They were going back and forth on some shit, and he says, oh, I plan to. This is Chael talking to Jones. He says, by the way, how long did it take your parents to come up with your name, Jon Jones? And then he goes, pound creative. Like, man, like, you don't want to get in the war of words with that guy. I mean, that was just one of probably 3 or 4 tweets going back and forth.
Chael is the master of wittiness.
Yeah.
And whatever.
And then Jones also saying, like, if he wins this fight, he doesn't want to fight Lyoto Machida because he said it's high risk, low reward. So, like, man, you got all this shit going on. You're already thinking about after fights. You're thinking about Machida. You're thinking about Sonnen. Like, you need to be fighting fucking thinking about Henderson.
Yeah.
And then still trying to pursue, I know he's really motivated trying to get Tito Ortiz's record. Ortiz had, I think it was 5 title defenses at light heavyweight, and that is the record for the light heavyweight division. Jones is sitting on 3 right now. So Henderson would make it 4, and then whoever, if he does get past Henderson, would make it 5. So it'd be interesting.
This kid's overthinking everything, I think.
Well,
it seems like a lot of shit, a lot of pressure on himself, right?
a little bit. Depends. But he's got Greg Jackson in his corner, so Jackson seems to be the guru. Granted, his fighters didn't do well last night at Strikeforce. A lot of them lost, if not all of them. But that happens sometimes.
And they're also the undercard fighters, weren't they, most of them? Who is the corner that's...
Brunson.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Kedzie. Kaufman. And
he corners Kaufman, too?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
He was there, but he was talking to the other guy that was her coach, so he was
Yeah, 'cause she's from Canada, too.
Yeah.
He likes those Canadians, eh?
Hey, it's all good. We should move to Canada.
I'm off.
That's all I'm saying.
Let's do it.
Let's go. But I think this fight, Jones, obviously, he needs to use his reach. He's got the 84.5, which now is tied with Stefan Struve for the longest reach in fucking UFC.
Because they remeasured
yeah.
Struve?
He's still growing. His cock grew an extra 4 inches.
Nice.
Length and girth.
A 4-inch girth cock?
Well, wow. 4 inches additional.
Okay. Jesus.
Like a can of soup, he doesn't give a fuck. He's wrecking bitches. Wrecking them, Mingo.
Okay.
He's a
I
skyscraper.
believe that may be considered assault. If you
it could be. It depends. Depends how you want to look at it. Which state. If it's Georgia, not so much.
Okay.
Consent. That's all I'm saying. Consent. But Jones also needs to be using the elbows. So use your distance, use your elbows, because I think elbows are the difference maker.
Yep.
And knees. Because even if Henderson wants to try to clinch it up, get Jones against the cage, you know, that'll be a fun.
Yeah, who wins that? Who wins that
Jones.
match? You think so?
Yeah. I mean, because it'll be Greco versus Greco. Who's going to get that? I think Jones. We'll see. He's crafty as fuck, Henderson.
Yeah,
so
he makes it happen.
The thing is, I think it does look like the Anderson Silva Dan Henderson fight, where Henderson could possibly win the first round, but I think the gas tank runs out, and I think he's going to get fucking submitted in the second round. So I'm taking Jon Jones, second round, rear naked choke.
Ooh, okay.
Or knee bar.
Knee bar.
Depends. Because didn't he do that to Shogun where he rolled, like he had him and there was like 5 seconds left and he tried to roll for a knee bar?
Yeah.
And pull it off.
Sounds
so.
right.
Rear naked choke or knee bar.
Fair enough.
Depends how crazy he wants to get.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I mean, this is an awesome fight. I don't know about the rest of the card. Magic 8 Ball is also going to take Jon Jones.
All right.
So the other thing I want to say, too, is, like, as we're seeing all these champions, it's like we almost have too many champions that are too dominant. Mm-hmm. Does it make a case for, like, I always kind of say this in jest, but do we strip the champions of their fucking titles at some point? Because how many? At what point is too many title defenses too much? Like Anderson, Silva. How many fucking title defenses does this guy have? 13, 14, 15? I don't know anymore.
Yeah. Well, you could always create another belt division, which is call it like an open weight. So you have everybody 185.
I love open weight.
185, 205, and heavyweight.
Yeah.
And 180 and 170 and below, where those guys all fight for like like an open weight, the best of the best.
Ooh, I like the best.
That would solve the argument.
Is that Eric Roberts?
The movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's where they went over and fought like in the Japanese or
I'm
Korean.
Just throwing shit out.
Yeah, no. Edward right. James Jones or whatever, the Darth Vader, whatever. What's
James Earl Jones.
Fucking hell. I think I need some friggin' Alpha Brain or something.
Darth Vader.
That was a good movie. Where that one guy got the crazy spinning back.
If you build it, they will come.
Han! Remember that? It's got the guy with the eye patch. The Korean guy.
I don't remember like the fighting movies. I watched a lot of just like the no-name kung fu shit back in the day.
There's supposed to be a good one now. That's I almost watched. It's called The Raid. You can get it on Xbox, which that's a good experience, by the way. done it a few times now. Just
What's that?
Use your Microsoft points to grab a movie on Xbox.
Uh-oh.
It's like instant, really fast.
I've been doing that with the Amazon stuff for the Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Watch many a free movie. You
Yeah.
should subscribe to Prime. It's only, what, $80?
Yep.
And if you order like 300 items a year like I do, your shipping per order is like 10 cents
Yes.
or whatever.
I don't know how they do it. Because sometimes I'll order
They're
one
all
thing,
local.
The item is $10 and shipping's free. So I'm like, how the fuck do they make money
Yeah.
on this? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's like I had to buy something that Amazon had in stock, but it wasn't from Amazon, so I would have had to pay shipping. So I had to buy it somewhere else, and I had to pay for 2 items together with some like children's toothpaste, which was fluoride free. It was like $5 for the 2 tubes, but then I had to pay $5.99 shipping. I'm like, that's the one thing that bugs the shit out of me, when I have to pay more for shipping than the product itself.
You're on that no fluoride kick, huh?
Yeah, you're goddamn right. I'm drinking bottled water. Have you noticed all the bottled water that I'm stocking up on the other side?
No.
Oh, I've got 6 cases of bottled water. We're drinking bottled water. Fuck fluoride. I just read that Harvard study that said that fluoride makes your children lower. Yeah, makes them fucking stupid. So I told my kids, start drinking this bottled water. I think it's got about 90% less fluoride than our fucking tap water. So I'm subscribing. I feel smarter this week, Ingo.
Good.
Been drinking all bottled water.
Could be placebo, could be not.
I don't give a fuck.
Maybe that's why I'm so dumb. I drink tons of water.
See, it's the wrong
Fluoride.
kind.
You go back to bottled water.
Let's do that. Let's take us right to viewer mail. And